Yo, Snapchat, let's talk about how to achieve digital immortality using today's technology. So myself and some mates used to work on a startup called Lifebox, and then basically our aim was to record all of life. And our first product was a Android app that would run in the background and constantly record audio. So clearly ahead of its time, and people would get freaked out by it when they learnt about what we actually did. But as a result, I have about 5 years of 24/7 audio recordings, like securely stored. And even back when we started, we knew that this would be literally like a form of digital immortality, because recordings and kind of like data, it'll be around for 10,000 years. Whereas every single second, every single minute of your life that you don't record is completely lost for all of eternity. And I think people will start to realize that very soon. So clearly video and VR recording is probably the best thing to be doing 24/7, and we'll get to that point at some point. But audio, just having your phone in your pocket recording audio, like that as a base, you can do some awesome stuff. So imagine your grandmother or your grandfather or even your parents, imagine if they were recorded everything they ever said and heard from birth. So imagine they have 80 years of recordings. Now you can run some algorithms over that to basically transcribe everything they said and start indexing it. So it almost becomes like a personalized search engine of that person's entire life. And then using some very basic tech, you can basically ask that deceased person's kind of collection of their thoughts a question. Say, how's your day today? And in the span of 80 years, imagine how many times that person's been asked that same question, like how's your day, or what about the weather, or just basic day-to-day conversations, which also means you have a dictionary of entire words of everything that's said. And so with a fast enough search engine of some sort, you could ask a question, say like, how's your day? It just goes back through the 80 years of recording and finds the last time they said that, and then just replays their voice. And that's really trippy. That means you can have almost like a very, very fluid back and forth conversation, almost like you're talking to an AI, but you're actually talking to that person and they're using its own words. And that system could be built today with just a little bit more advanced and faster search engine technology. No exotic AI technology or anything like that. It's just using human language processing and replaying the clip. But then obviously later on you can run some machine learning algorithms over the clips, over all the 80 years of recordings, and work out the tonalities and the expressions and the personalities and boil that down to an algorithm. And then before too long, these things would pass the Turing test. So imagine every single deceased person, for the next 10,000 years, you'll be able to talk to them and have a conversation and learn about their life. So if you're concerned about legacy and immortality, you can achieve something like this. You can actually become digitally immortal forever, for all eternity. But you have to start recording now, today, everything as much as you possibly can.